We're following breaking news tonight. CU Boulder police and a mom are asking for help finding a missing student.
Investigators say 18-year-old Megan Trussell's been missing since Sunday. Today, family members and loved ones are out looking for any sort of clues. Trussell was last seen at her residence hall on campus wearing a blue and gray jacket, dark-colored yoga-style pants, and white platform sneakers. Now, CU police say they're working with local and statewide law enforcement agencies to try and find her. And today we heard from Trussell's family as they try to bring her home.
I just have to be present because we're going to find her and we're going to bring her home.
The FBI Denver is also assisting with this case. They're asking anyone with any information to reach out to CU police.
Three sisters are hoping for new clues in the investigation into their mother's death.
The remains found along Cherry Creek back in October have now been identified as those of Marcia Fairchild. The circumstances around her death, though, remain under investigation. And 9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry is with us now. Jaleesa, what do we know at this point?
Yeah, Tom and Kim, Fairchild's family reported her missing back in May when she left her home and never returned. Fairchild was a member of the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes, so a missing Indigenous person alert was issued just a month before her body was found. I spoke to 3 of her 5 daughters today. They're hoping police will figure out what exactly happened.
Traffic fills much of South Cherry Creek Drive at South Holly Street, but a busy intersection is no match for Alonzia Fairchild's mind.
Yeah.
Bustling with questions she's not sure she'll ever get answered.
This is a time I don't want to be right. You know, I don't want this "I told you so" moment.
Back in May, Alonzia's mother, Marcy Fairchild, was reported missing after her family lost all communication with her. At the time, she was living with Alonzia's sister.
And she was.
Jordan Fairchild.
It still kind of feels surreal.
A missing Indigenous persons alert was issued by CBI in September. All of Marcy's kids, including Summer Fairchild, didn't give up hope. Summer flew into town in December to hang flyers. They didn't know it was too late.
Jordan called me and she's like, "Are you driving? You know, just pull over." And I just instantly knew.
In late October, skeletal remains were found along the south bank of Cherry Creek near South Holly Street. It would take 4 months to identify them as Marcy Fairchild. Her daughters got the news on Friday.
The details of everything is, you know, nothing could really be worse than that.
Denver police say the investigation has been transferred from the missing persons unit to the homicide department to figure out if the cause of death was criminal or not. The Fairchild sisters believe they already know the answer to that.
We do believe that, you know, somebody else was involved in the situation. It looked like somebody dumped her there, honestly.
Marcy's family will miss the caring woman that cherished her grandkids. Despite these circumstances, they say they're fortunate to have the biggest question answered.
I'm glad that I at least have my mom home, but still it's terrible circumstances.
Denver police are hoping the public can help with this case. They say if anyone has any information about Fairchild's disappearance, please contact the Metro Denver Crime Stoppers. Jaleesa Irizarry, 9 News.
A woman accused in a deadly shooting in a popular arcade in Highlands Ranch is facing more than 100 charges. Authorities say 23-year-old Nevaeh Crowley Sanders shot another woman inside a bathroom of the main event arcade Sunday night. Prosecutors say she and the victim, who is a high school acquaintance, had gotten into a fight before the shots were fired. They added that Crowley Sanders fired another shot outside the bathroom before leaving the building. Authorities say she was at the venue with a man shot by a DUDCO deputy in the parking lot. Crowley Sanders is facing charges of 104 counts, including 5 counts of attempted murder. She's due back in court on February 24th.
Today, an expert witness told a Clear Creek jury that the deputy accused of killing Christian Glass acted out of line with best practices and principles for policing. Day 5 of the retrial of former Deputy Andrew Bune, accused of fatally shooting Glass in 2022 after Glass had called 911 for help while experiencing a mental health crisis. Before shooting him 5 times, Bune, along with other responding officers, broke Glass's car window, shot beanbag rounds at him, and tased him. Today, an expert witness said that use of force was not warranted.
This is someone who has voluntarily sought the assistance of the police. So coming in with a more assertive or authoritative approach really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Buen's retrial is expected to continue for a few more weeks.
We're finally thawing out after days of freezing and below freezing temperatures. Denver saw a return of 40-degree weather. That cold snap isn't over yet, but the worst of it is over in the metro area. We think so. At least all the eyes are on the mountains tonight. Here's a live look over Steamboat. Winter storm warnings are in effect for most of the mountain areas, which could see up to 16 inches of snow through Saturday.
That's exactly right. I mean, this is probably, it's forecast to be the biggest snowstorm since the second week of November as far as 2-day totals go. So this will be a pretty high impact storm over the course of all day tomorrow and all day Saturday. We're already starting to see a few of those very light snow showers move into the mountains right now. As far as the temperatures go here on the Front Range, I mean, when we get up to about 37, 40 degrees and it's a heat wave, that says something about what the last 3 days have been, but we're starting to see some of that Arctic air just kind of push out of the area, and that's going to set the stage for a pretty decent day tomorrow, getting those temperatures up there close to 50 degrees. A mix of good sunshine and clouds. Should have some clear skies maybe in the middle of the day, but some of those weather impact headlines we're tracking. The mountain snow, big one here Friday into Saturday. The warm Friday, 50 degrees could hit several areas in the Front Range here, but we are tracking a few scattered mix of snow and rain showers coming up in the Denver area by tomorrow night. So that's what I'll be talking about in the forecast coming up in just a minute.